What's good with y'all? I'm back at it with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my goals that I have set for June, and we're also going to be discussing my goals that I accomplished for May as well. Now before we jump into today's video, as you can see, I am low-key by the forest. But I'm outside getting a little nature, and it's low-key peaceful. It's low-key peaceful out here. I tried to record yesterday for you guys, but not only was the sun out, so it was hot and my camera was overheating, but then also I was like shaking the camera very unnecessarily, like that. It was like super bad, and it was annoying me as a viewer. Like as I was watching, I was just annoyed with myself. So I'm gonna try to not move as much. But like I always say, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Desmond. I talk about growth, mindset, lifestyle, and pretty much anything I'm learning in real time and deciding to document it. So hopefully this video sparks something in you, or hopefully you get something out of this video, and yeah, just enjoy. So before we jump into my goals for June, let's discuss what we did in May. So if you guys don't know, I set 5 goals for myself in May. Basically, I completed 4 out of 5 goals in my book, and we'll talk about the first goal. So the first goal I had was I'm pretty sure it was journal twice each week. I'm pretty sure, but either way, I completed that goal. I know one week was I was like a little inconsistent, but the next week I regained what I didn't do for the week before. So I did like 4 entries for a week. Journaling always, like I always say, like I think I mentioned journaling in two of my previous videos, and I always will say journaling is like one of the biggest things that keeps me grounded. Like I always say, I'll recommend you guys to journal. I'm not gonna keep like if you don't want to journal, you don't want to journal. You don't have to. But I just like, for me personally, I would recommend journaling. You might think journaling is like kind of just you writing down your thoughts, but it's actually more than that. Journaling can be anything you want it to be. I know journaling for me is like kind of how I track my goals, what I accomplish on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes it can be like my personal thoughts, like what's going on in my life. But I know I try to mix it up so journaling doesn't become like a chore for me. You know, I have like a journaling structure that I do. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I mentioned that in my previous video. But like I always say, journaling is like one of the greatest things for me personally. So that was goal number 1. Goal number 2 was to read for at least 20 minutes a day, or to finish a book, and I actually ended up completing that as well. I actually ended up finishing one of the books I've been mentioning, which was The 4 Agreements, and honestly a great read. So you guys could take away something from the book. I said one of the biggest things that stood out to me from The 4 Agreements was just how much of our pain comes from what we agree to believe about ourselves, about others, about the world. Like no one tells you growing up that half the stuff you carry emotionally, you actually have the power to unlearn it. Another thing that I know I have to work on personally that the book mentioned was just don't take anything personally. That one challenged me because a lot of us walk around internalizing things that were never about us in the first place. You know, people act out of their own hurt, and if you take it all in, you start building your identity around things that don't even belong to you. So if you guys could take away 2 things from that book, that was honestly the 2 things that I personally feel like I could share, and also something else I'm working on as well. But other than that, I honestly recommend it wholeheartedly. Hey, wholeheartedly, that's all I gotta say. Also, I would like to mention as well, if you guys don't know, I have been reading my Bible. I just finished the book of Genesis, and I'm getting ready to finish the book of Matthew. And honestly, I have no words. Might not seem a big of a goal, but it is a goal for me that I accomplished as well. So I'm glad that I've been reading as much as I can, and also learning as well, learning God's wisdom. Now for the third goal that I had set was to run twice a week. Now I did not run twice a week, but I did run. I probably have my summary of May of how much I ran right here, just to show you guys how much I ran. Overall, I'm pretty happy about what I did personally. I know I definitely could have done more. What I learned from May when it comes to as far as running is like how much goes into running. Like not only your diet, but like how consistent you are with running. Like what reps are you putting in daily? How many miles you are running daily? And I noticed like a lot of the times I was running is because I haven't been going to the gym much as often. And when like I do resistance band training at home, but it's not the same as like doing leg workouts at the gym. And I know that's like one of the big things that has been affecting me with my runs is like the strengthening, not the strengthening, but like the endurance of my legs, because my legs start to get a little bit sore mid-run. And I push through, but I know that's one of the things that has been affecting me to keep going with my longer runs. But yeah, overall, I am happy with what I accomplished as in my like running aspect. I know I have more to do. I know I have more to work on because I say I want to run a marathon, but I act like I don't, which I hate when I say something and I don't do it. Like I don't like that at all. So I'm gonna try to do as best as I can to keep running. That was for my third goal. For my fourth goal is to rebuild my budget, and I've been managing my money pretty well. I'm honestly happy with what I've been doing lately, as far as like what's been going on or what's had happened like the last 2 months of me not having a job. And basically this month is kind of a recovery month for me. Well, no, May was a recovery month a little bit, but June is going to be like the biggest recovery month for me as well. I just started building back my emergency fund. Just put in like in small amounts, like to $50 to $100. Small, but it is what it is. It is what I can do. But I know I'm gonna try to be putting more to that this month of June. For my last goal that caused me to go 4 out of 5 was to upload weekly. And honestly, what happened? Why didn't I upload weekly? And I think a lot of it had to do with just me not putting forth action, to be honest. Like literally, it wasn't about like, figuring out an idea, getting my video situated to get everything figured out. It was just like I have video ideas, and there's videos that I already have scripted out, but I just need to upload and figure everything else. The video idea. Not the video idea, the title, the thumbnail, all that jazz. I'm not upset with myself with not uploading weekly, but it's just I hate when I say I'm gonna do things and I don't do it. That's like one of the things I don't like. Yeah, I really have nothing much to say. As far as a reflection, I'll say that, one of the things I had to realize for myself that is nobody's going to save me. Nobody's going to, hold my hand. Nobody's going to live my life for me. You get to a certain point in life, it's like, if you want to become better, you have to do better. And you can't make excuses for yourself. Not as far as like, shaming yourself or having guilt. Like you shouldn't really have guilt. You should just want to show up and do better for yourself. Like it shouldn't, like you might be sitting at home asking like, oh, you probably lost motivation or you just don't have motivation. Like motivation should be intrinsic. It shouldn't be about whether or not, you wake up on a good morning and you do it. And like if you have bad days, you should want to do it. You should want to do whatever you want to do. Whether like, if you have a passion for what you truly want to do, you should want to do it. And it shouldn't be because of you're having a good day. And it shouldn't be because you're having a bad day. You're doing it because you want to do it. And I know that's one of the hard things I had to learn for myself is like, if I want something, I have to go and find it. I have to go and get it. Like I can't just sit here and expect it just to hit me. It's not how I should live my life. And you shouldn't live your life the same way as well. That's what you have to realize. Whether you do what you want to do or not, time is just going to keep spinning. Days are going to keep going by, and time moves very fast. So either you can just sit and not do nothing. Like I can just literally, just because I didn't upload, I can literally just sit and keep going with my life, or I can show up the next day and say what I'm going to do. At the end of the day, yeah, I didn't upload for a week. I didn't upload weekly as I said I would, but I'm not going to shame myself for it. I'm just going to just do what you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do. But yeah, like I was saying, June is just a recovery month for me. I'm not gonna make this video too long. If you guys made it to the end of the video, much love for you. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this as well. Not just for the stories, but for the honesty that comes from it as well. If you have any thoughts, share it in the comment section. And until the next time, I'll be somewhere close, watching quietly, rooting for you always. So I'll see you in the next video.